Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Saca Las Velitas podcast. So today I want to show you guys this doll that I just finished. It's a pink little Mr. E from Foos Gone Wild. You guys have seen the white one that I made. I've actually made the white one. The white one's right here. So this is the white one that I made. This is the one that's always right here. This is the one that's always next to me in most of my videos. So this is the pink one. So you can see the size difference right there. This one right here, I made him a long time ago. I made him years ago. So his head is so big that I had to make his glasses. I had to make his glasses for him, his shades. I made them myself. I made him out of yarn. And this guy right here, I made him smaller. He's basically half the size of that one. So this guy right here, he's about 12 inches in height. Okay, so about 11 and a half, 12 inches from his feet to the top of his head. Then from the widest part right here, from here to here, he's 8 inches. So his head is small enough to where I could actually put real lokes on him. So I wanted to put real lokes on him, to give him more of a realistic feel, more of a realistic look. His nose, I made him the nose myself, just like that one right there. I made his nose too. And the white yarn for their face, I used the same yarn for both of them. So it's a super chunky yarn from Walmart. It's a size 6, right? So it's like that thicker yarn. For the pink, I used the jumbo yarn, and I got the pink from Joann's before they closed. So I actually had this pink right here like over a year ago. I just had it in my yarn stash, and then then Joann's closed and everything. So now I can't even. There's no more Joann's in my area, and I even checked online, and I don't know what's going on with their website. I couldn't order any. Luckily, the one roll that I had, it was enough to make this guy though. The one roll was enough for this guy. So the black yarn right here for his pants, it's also from the Joann's yarn, the jumbo yarn, a size 8, I think. They were like the biggest I could get. So it was like a size 8. It's the yarn that people make baby blankets with. Okay, so the pink and the black came from Joann's, which is no longer in my area. They closed down. And then the white for his face came from Walmart. The white one is size 6. And then the red yarn is the regular size 4. Size 4 yarn is just the regular size 4. Because the nose is smaller, so I just made the nose. With a smaller hook. So for the nose, I used the size F hook. And for the body, for the whole body, I used the size L. L as in loser. L as in Las Velitas, So I actually got the hook. Right here that I used. I actually used this one right here. Yeah, so I used this for the face, for the hoodie, for the body, for the legs, for the feet. It's also a size 8 millimeters. I usually just go by the letter, but if you go by the numbers, so this is a 8 right here that I use for this right here. And again, this is the jumbo yarn and then the super chunky yarn. So the reason I made this guy is because the huge ones that are this size over here, like the white one, they're so huge that they take up a lot of space on the table. Like when we're doing a podcast, they actually take up so much space on the table. So we usually only put one doll at a time of the big size, or we'll put he's usually behind us. So depending on how many people are on the podcast that day, we might end up blocking him, so you might not even see him at all. So I wanted one that was small enough to fit on the table, like next to the candles, whenever we're recording a podcast. So, and then I wanted pink because, I made the white one so many times. I made a black hoodie, white hoodie so many times that I was like, let me switch it up a little bit and let me make this pink one. And it's one of a kind. Nobody else has this pink one. That's why I wanted to switch it up. So I finished him sometime last week, but now I'm actually working on this Baphomet doll right here. See, you can see his body. I got his arms, his legs, his head. I'm working on this guy now. I'll probably be done with him probably by tomorrow because there's not much left on him. Just pretty much put his face on, right? His eyes, his ears, and his horns. So I'll probably be done with this guy by tomorrow if I work on him all day. Hopefully I do get enough time to work on him tomorrow all day so I can finish it. This size right here, both of these, it doesn't even take that long. It takes like less than a week. I'd say probably like about 3 or 4 days. Like even him right here, the hoodie, you know, is very time consuming. So the hoodie added probably another day. But if it wasn't for the hoodie, I would have been done with him like in probably like 3 days. And then the Baphomet, he's coming along pretty good. Like I said, this is just an extra string that I gotta cut that off. But I am gonna put a tail on him, so it's gonna be something like that, something like that on his back. This is the back side, front side. I actually got Baphomet right here on my chain. You know, as you can see, love Baphomet. But yeah, so this guy is also for the podcast. Same thing. I was gonna make him the huge size, right? The size of the white Foos Gone Wild. But same thing, you know, I wanted him to be small enough so we could sit him on the table, and so he doesn't block our faces when we're trying to get a podcast done, you know, because that was the issue about the huge dolls that I made, like the Sam doll that I made, and also the Jack Skellington doll, and then like a few other dolls that I made last year or, you know, previous years. They were huge. They were so huge that if we put them on the table, they're pretty much blocking us out the way. Or if we put them behind us, we're blocking them while we're trying to record. So again, that's why I'm trying to make, you know, this smaller size. This is more of a mid-size. It's not as small as the 11 that I just made recently from my homie, but it's like, it's still kind of mid, you know, because I make so many different sizes. But yeah, man, I can't wait to finish this one. Once I'm done with the Baphomet, I'll make a video on him too. For the yarn for this guy, so the red yarn is from Walmart, the super chunky size 6. The brown yarn, it was the jumbo size from Joann's, again before they closed Joann's. So now there's no more Joann's in my area, so I can't get that no more. The black yarn right here, I got it from Joann's also. It's the same black yarn that I used for the little mystery for this guy right here. Again, you know, in my area there's no more Joann's. So I think if I want that size, I think I have to go probably to Michael's. There's still a Michael's here, so I'm gonna have to go there if I want this size right here. I'm not sure what Michael's calls their yarn. That's like jumbo or whatever. They probably just call it jumbo too. It's like the biggest yarn you could get, and it's for baby blankets. So hopefully you guys like these videos, because I know a lot of people out there, you know, they always ask me like certain details on the dolls that I make. Another thing too, people always ask me if I sell the patterns. I don't sell the patterns. I pretty much just make it as I go. So the reason I don't sell the pattern is because I don't really write a pattern down. I just kind of like go trial and error, you know, like I'll start work like this guy. I'll start working on his head, and then start doing the body. I pretty much did the same body as I did on the other two, just slightly smaller. So he's slimmer than the Mr. E doll. So he's actually slimmer than the little Mr. E doll. See, so little Mr. E is like one row bigger. I pretty much just make them up as I go, and then I don't really write down the pattern. Like I memorize it, but I don't like to like write it down and all that. So that's why I don't really sell patterns or make patterns or anything. But you know, if you have any questions, you know, if you're into crocheting too, you can just message me. You know, you can message me at DZ Dolls. My IG is DZ Dolls. I'm gonna put my screen name over here somewhere. The next doll I make after this guy is gonna be a clown. That one's a custom order for somebody. So that one's for a customer. So like that one, I'm pretty much just making it from a picture that they sent me. When I'm done with it, I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not, but that one's for a customer. This one's for me, and then also the little Foos Gone Wild is for me too. So it's for our podcast. Once I make the clown, I have another idea of another doll that I would like to make. I don't want to say what it is yet, but I feel that people who are in the lowrider community or in the oldies community, once that doll's done, they'll know exactly where it's from. Because basically there's a content creator that I follow. She does these pretty badass drawings, and I want to make a doll from one of her drawings. I'm not going to say the content creator just yet, because I don't want people to start copying me, and I don't want them to make the doll before I make the doll, you know what I mean? I want to make a doll inspired by one of her drawings. So she draws, you know, male figures, like little Cholito figures, and then little Cholita figures. So I still don't know if I'm going to do the boy or the girl. Most likely I'm going to do both of them, but I don't know which one's going to be first. Whichever I make first, that's the one I'm going to post on here first, you know? So, but I don't know if I want to start with the boy first or with the girl first. Because the boy, I feel like the boy one, I could I can make it quicker because of the hair. You know, his hair shorter, so I can make that quicker. It'll be faster than the female one. But then the female one, I feel like it's her trademark kind of. So that's gonna take me a lot of extra time, just making sure that every detail is right. And then so I don't know which one I'm gonna start with, but I'm really excited about that one because I've been following this content creator for a long time. And I made, I've done collabs with other different content creators, like when I did the collab with Puppet Master, Puppet Master 213, I made the little El Triste for him, Shout out to homie Puppet Master 213, man, all the way out there in LA. I made the little Triste doll for him. Basically, his puppet's a full-size puppet, and then I made it into a little tiny puppet like this, So like if you follow my page, DZ Dolls, then you've seen it already. And if you don't follow it, you should be following it. So make sure you guys go add my page, man. Add my doll page. But yeah, man, I hope you guys like these dolls right here. I will be making more projects soon. First is Baphomet, then the clown from my client. Then after that, most likely the little doll that I want to make for this content creator. And then after that, I'm not really sure. I have a lot of different ideas, but they take so much time that I kind of have to plan them out strategically. But I will say I'm glad that I'm back into my rhythm, because when I made the 11 doll, the 11 doll that I posted recently, that's what kind of got me back into the rhythm. So it's like that was the little boost that I needed to hurry up and start making more dolls and making more dolls. Because it's like, it's one of those things, when it's like, if you take a break, then you just get lazy. And like me, myself, I get lazy. I don't want to do no more dolls. I don't want to crochet. My hands be hurting. And like, I'd be like, damn, I don't feel like making a doll. But making that one, even though it took me so long to make it, once I was done, I was like, damn, you know what? Let me make this one now, which was the little Mr. E, So again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have more projects coming up. Hopefully, I'll stay motivated. And I feel that making these videos helps me stay motivated too. Because I'm like, okay, I got to finish the doll so that I can make a video talking about it. So these videos help me stay motivated. So that's why I've been making more of these videos explaining, my projects and these dolls and stuff. Plus, I know that a lot of times people want to see a close-up of the dolls and stuff, So one more thing about him real quick. I haven't sewed on his hoodie yet. I still got to do that. But for the video, I just put it on him like that. Today's Sunday, so I'm going to sew it on sometime this week. I'll have time. But yeah, man, I hope you guys like this little Mr. E. Like I said, he got real lokes on, real actual lokes. Oh, and then also, I actually ordered another doll from Foos Gone Wild. It was the original doll that they first came out with, like the one they came out with like years back. Just because, I support them. They've helped me out so much, man. They've shouted my businesses out so many times. They've shouted out my dolls so many times. That's why, when I saw that they were selling that doll again, I was like, you know what? Let me support. I'll get it. I'll support this shit. That way I can add it to my collection. Because I already have like one of the big mystery dolls. And then I have, the one I made. And then I made, a bunch of small ones. And also side note too. So I made a pink mystery E a few times before. But he was a keychain size. So he was like this small. So the keychain is tiny. The keychain is like this, It's something like, a lot of clients, they'll click it to their purse. Or they'll click it to like their car. They'll put it on their rearview mirror. I'm going to try to take a comparison picture of both of them, of this one and the keychain one, side by side, so you guys can see the difference of the sizes and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm excited about this one because this one's going to be, once we start recording in the studio again, this one's definitely going to be in the studio. Lately, it's been too hot to record in there, so we haven't really been recording in the studio. It's going to start cooling down, though. It's almost fall. And then also, I'm going to be putting an AC in there. So either one, fall gets here first, or two, I get an AC in there first, So either way, we're going to be, recording in the studio again pretty soon. And like I said, you guys are going to see him in there. And then also you're going to see the Baphomet doll. You're going to see Baphomet in there once he's done. Like I said, hopefully this week I'll be done with him. As you guys can see, I love goats. A lot of you know I have a goat tatted on the top of my head right here. So yeah, I was like, it's only fitting that I would hurry up and make a Baphomet for the table. Oh, and side note too, I've actually made a Baphomet before. I made him a long time ago for my tattoo artist. Shout out IBH Inc. Actually, if you ever get a tattoo from him, when you go to his shop, he actually has the Baphomet and a few other dolls that I made for him there at his shop. He has them on the wall. So I actually made a Baphomet for him before, but the one I made before was probably about that small. Like it's like the smaller size dolls that I make. This one's huge compared to that. But that one was pretty awesome too. He loved that one. His family loved it. A lot of his customers, when they're getting tatted up, you know, they see it on the wall and they like it. Also, when I posted that one, and people were messaging me like, "Hey, that was pretty tight. You know, that shit's pretty tight." That one I went through like I made it a different way. Like I built the head a different way. This time I was kind of experimenting a little more, so that was a little different than how this was gonna be. But it's good to have different options of making it, because a lot of people loved how that one came out. So if somebody ever hits me up and they want that version of it, I could still make that version of it. Or if somebody wants this new version of it, then I can make this new version of it, you know. But yeah, that old Baphomet that I made a long time ago, I don't have pictures of that one. I'm gonna see if I could find some, but yeah, I don't think I have any more pictures of that one. That was like from my old phone. That was like probably like 6 years ago too. So, but maybe one day, next time I'm up there getting tatted, I'll take a picture of that one and then I'll post that one, you know, like in a future video. But yeah, man, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Saca las bolitas. We love you guys.